College football trophies are sacred. From spittoons to axes, symbols of animosity and history between two programs. And today, one of the more obscure trophies at stake for the hotly contested Illinois. The Old Horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the Fighting Illini head coach told me before the game, he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Illinois' offense will take the field first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught behind the line. It's Clement. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Finds his big tight end. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Lost a throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside, it's Huff. Nice move there. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. It's a sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They kick it away on 4th down, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Buckeyes offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Julian Sayet. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Julian with the play fake. Working that left side now. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. Here's a little room there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because it's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Jackson. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Say it. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Huff. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Hauser. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds a man in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Running inside, it's Huff. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to ride it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hauser. It's complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Sayin on the play action. Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's loose. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The run inside. It's Jackson. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Jackson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets...
Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throw it, say it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Play fake, Julian Sayet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
They'll give it on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Now the Illini calling a timeout, their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To throw, it's Sayin. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Buckeye! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires quickly. Illinois uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gonna let it fly. He's got it. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Timeout taken here by the Illini, and that is their 3rd. Looking to throw on first down. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Snags it, and he's open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Saying, bringing the heat. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This time he's got it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Running inside, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 10 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's Louisville on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Ryan Day at the half. He wants an even greater sense of urgency from his team. It's the Big Ten Conference season opener, and even though they had a good first half, more urgency, more execution here to start the third quarter is the team's focus coming out of the locker room.
Appreciate that, Holly. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The run inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. The offense changing the play. Say it. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Jackson. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. It's complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And after getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
And they've moved closer, and still they need 2 yards, third and goal. Sayin from the gun on third down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Setting up the screen. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Huff. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. And that's a great start to this second half.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back, and he'll be brought down.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Reads it, fires complete, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got the quick pass. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. There's some room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. right back to him on first down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Play fake, say it. Takes a hit as he fires. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Throwing, say it. Using the quick game. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the point after is good. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Running inside, it's Jackson. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run the counter. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's tough. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Hardly unusual. It is a trophy that many aren't even aware exists, but Ohio State will once again take home the second oldest trophy in the Big Ten, the Yellow Belt. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody. We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense comes onto the field first today. And they'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your number 1 guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's 2 in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double 2 guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change the picture, change the formation and alignment, use motion, try and confuse this defense, or at least force them to communicate to get the matchups they want to get. I think there's opportunities in this offense today with these 2 big-time targets outside to make some plays, but they got to be versatile, and they got to try to be as multiple as they can.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They're working that left side. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Trying to move them on the counter.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Turning it on. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Handoff from Alton. Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes are in the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off the play fake. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here's Malton. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Iowa!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Ohio State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Julian Sayin. And he's gotten himself right in the middle of the early Heisman race with his performance. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Sayin. Hauls it in. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. From the gun on third down, Sayin. On target. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the counter play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Malton. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off Malton. The ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Jackson. Shakes off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback may change this route. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these 2 guys are doing so far. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Sayin. On target over the middle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Sayin got his man in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. The run inside. It's Jackson. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Makes a catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Making side adjustments here. Now here's Sayin. Trying to find the end zone. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeye. The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Runs through, man. He might have space. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff for Malton. Might have a chance. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Say it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Send the tight end in motion. Again, it's Sayin. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing passing game didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He'll try it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, say it. Got a man.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
On the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. He might want another play. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Inside, it's Jackson. Got a little grass. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's West. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, let's see. And he loses the football. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. Got maybe a yard. 3rd down and 9 coming. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's West. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Could be an alley. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. On the ground, it's West. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Going with the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Finds space on the right. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. It's complete on the right side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeye! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Picks up the 1st down. He'll try to take it back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for open space. It's West. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go right back to him. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
Saying to throw for it on 4th. Makes a catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college.
The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So Ohio State's offense will take the field first. And here comes Julian Sayin. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. With the draw, it's Jackson. There's a crease. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. How in the world did he miss that? 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Terrapins offense will now get its first chance with the football. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your #1 guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's 2 in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double 2 guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Maryland! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. These 2 teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Running into the open space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He wants to change this route. Julian with the play fake. Fires on the move. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Say it. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Maybe some room here. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Cross. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. 4th down, say it. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. To the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside, it's Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Washington. Here's a heat. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Touchdown, Buckeye. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. They may want to start using this guy on offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Williams open on the right side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw again. That's caught by Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle. It's Webb. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. The give is to Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Terrapins will try to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nice move to keep running. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. Snapped it in the shotgun. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Say it. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Stanford Cardinal.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On the run, it's Jackson. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Zayn on the play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Complete to the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Jackson. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space, it's Jackson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he's in! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run play action. The sure hands, it's Webb. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The run inside. It's Smith. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Terrapins are rolling down the field. The option, he'll keep it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in and you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Washington. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it on this. There he goes! That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Might as well give it to him again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. There's a little room there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking for room, it's Rodgers. Plows through the defense. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here's Julian saying to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Maryland uses its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Terps will use their last timeout. They can't stop it again. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Sayin from the gun on third down. Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Washington. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive. And the Terrapins want to move quickly.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go right back downfield. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Last season, they met just over an hour down the road with the Big Ten championship at stake. And today, there are enormous implications for the rematch. Ohio State comes into Bloomington to take on the reigning national champion, the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you for more on this Big Ten clash. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind, the Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game last year on their way to the national title. But Ohio State knows they could be the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Indiana's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Julian Sayin. His productivity through the first half of the season has him squarely in the Heisman Trophy race. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now here's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Jackson. Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, say it. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They are in attack mode already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll run it in the... Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Got his man to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They just keep firing. Makes the catch. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the RPO, complete. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fit it in the window for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Here's Sayin to throw. Tight end getting vertical. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. First play of the period, first down here. The run inside. It's Jackson. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Play fake, Sayin. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try the counter. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
In the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? I got to throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football. Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
He'll start the return inside his... And now the ball is knocked free. Scooped up by the kicking team. And after the turnover, there's a man still down, and we have an injury on the field. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. With the draw, it's Jackson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Running the red zone, it's West. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cross. There's some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Sets up the screen. Lining off the defender. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Running inside, it's Cross. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Sayin. He's got him. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The run inside. It's Jackson. Gets it out across the 40. Stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here.
New running back, same result.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Working the middle, it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Say it. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 11 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Fighting Irish coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Got enough for the 1st. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. inside the 25. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They were trying to throw to get that two-point conversion. It falls incomplete, and you got to wonder, was that the right decision to go for 2?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Oh, he's got a chance. Powers through the defender. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Hoover. Here's the pressure. Complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Beebe.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice move to keep running. Finding some room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They feed him again. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Throwing, say it. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Rodgers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense has the ability to get pressure.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Tight end now in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. He's got it and still on his feet. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Smashes it between the uprights. That slices the lead to 2.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Jackson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Here's Sayin to throw. Snagged out of the air. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. The give on the counter. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Sayin. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Trying to run, it's Jackson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish. Going for the big play. Makes a deep grab. Running free. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Indiana. The Hoosiers right back at him.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The give as they work on that clock. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. So they'll use a timeout here, one more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Sayin. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback making checks. Now here's Sayin. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Timeout on the field, 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Running inside, it's Cross. Got enough for the first. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the draw, it's Cross. Might have a chance. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.